Okay, YouTubers. Um, I'm here at work, and this is a Friday, and kind of taking this day for myself. I'm off the clock. Um, my buddy's been wanting his burger time done, and I've been busy. So I put a first coat of oil-based white on it, and I did the Bondo work. Like this here was out. I need to do some more Bondo there. This whole corner was gone. Down here, this corner was gone. There's about an inch of Bondo all the way down the bottom here. Um, but yeah, we'll get that done. I'll have that all stenciled up. Maybe recap the monitor. Whatever else is wrong with it, we'll get it going. I'm gonna surprise them. It's gonna be nice. New overlays and all that. And today, I'm working on my Stargate. This is my beautiful wife. She's standing in front. She did everything on this cabinet except for the stencil work, which is really nice. She's got the bug too, you know. But I got this stencil from GameStencils.com, and came out really nice. Yeah, look at that finish. Looks great. There's the monitor. I'm gonna end up rebuilding everything. It comes up with a RAM error, so I'll get the board fixed. But here's my boss's punch out. This was rough. Looked like somebody threw it down a set of stairs or something. I ended up it pretty much was a skim coat of Bondo all over the whole damn side of this. We got the stencils. We got the side art. We're waiting. I think it's this old game we're waiting on to get the control panel overlay and whatever. And the previous owner of this, they put a clear piece of plexi around the monitors. So my boss had to borrow the plexi from my Punch Out, and he had it reproduced. Because Punch Out has a bow right here. You see the bend in the plexi. But I recapped the monitors. Looks just as nice as my Punch Out. Although on my Punch Out, somebody put hammered metal. What were they doing? So someday I'm gonna have to redo my Punch Out. But that's my boss's. It's gonna look real good when it's done. I'm gonna show you my boss's Stargate because I did a Stargate for my boss. See if I can get in here. This is some of the stuff, well, all the stuff that's gonna be in my boss's basement. Rob Burke. By the way, Rob Burke is running an arcade show, avgr.com. Check it out. But here's the side art to his. I re-stenciled that. Put a new control. Whoa! How'd I don't know how, but I zoomed in. I'm gonna zoom out. There we go. Anyways, he has a nicer marquee than mine. My marquee's real scratched up. Also, I don't have a bezel yet, so I need to get a bezel. And I put a new control panel overlay on this. Stencil work looks great. But also, I might have some pictures, so I'm going to try to put a picture. I put new side art on this Asteroids Deluxe. I actually sold this Asteroids Deluxe to my boss. But, well, oh yeah, let me talk about this. avgr.com. Arcade video, oh, how can my mind go blank? Arcade Video and Game Room Expo. Thank you. You guys got to come. We're going to have a bus tour going to Galloping Ghost, which is the world's largest arcade. We're going to have Eugene Jarvis there. Walter Day is going to be there. Richie Knuckles. I'm going to do a seminar about arcade repair. I'm going to talk about circuit board repair, and I'm going to talk about cabinet repair. But gonna be a really good show. I want to see you there. But let me go back to my Stargate. My wife's standing because we're getting ready to paint the black here. Some idiot brush painted black. So now we gotta get it back down and fix it. I'm gonna spray it. I might roll it, maybe do a super thin roll, you know. But let me go around. This is my boss's Wizard of War. This is gonna be totally redone. We're still waiting on the graphics for that. This is my boss's Robotron. I recapped the monitor so far. I have the parts. We're gonna put a kit in there to replace the power supply. And yes, there's a trick that you can do to it so you don't lose your high scores. Because I know some people don't like to do that on Robotron. But there's a trick. There's my Destruction Derby. That works 100%, but I need to recap the monitor, and I really should replace the caps on the board because the power supply is built into the board on this one. But here's a Robbie Roto. That is going to be restored. Like usual, all these Robbie Rotos have the battery on the ROM board in the battery. Acid. It's not actually an acid. The alkaline from the battery leaks down and eats up the board. Maybe I'll do a video and show you guys what to do about that. But here's the Space Invaders. I got that sold to a buddy. I got to put it back together. But here's that Robbie Roto board. Anyways, I bought this off of my boss. Been wanting one of these for a while. I haven't touched it because technically I'm waiting for it to get paid off. I don't even want to touch it till it's paid off. But it's gonna be some issues. I did bring in an extra Laserdisc player just because, but I'm gonna have to put new vinyl on the side because there's some spots where it's messed up. New control panel overlay and so on. But well, this is just, you know, me killing time, having fun, showing you videos of stuff. There's a printer. I'm going to be printing my own side art here and there when I can't find it reproed. But there's a Pango my boss just bought. It's a Joust. I'm going to re-stencil that. That's also coming in. Stencils for this. But here's a Tubin. I always wanted a Tubin, but this is my boss's son. This is going to be redone. That monitor is shot, but it turns on. I think the game's working. But I just picked up a Pango recently that had the alternate artwork, so that was kind of cool because I have one of these Pangos already, and I'm going to be getting rid of it because I want the one with the alternate artwork. I really don't need two next to each other. This isn't so bad. It's got some cancer down there though. I'll fix that up. But this is what I get paid just because I don't have much time to spare anyways, but this is what I do for fun. Come here and work on stuff. And plus, at my house, the house that I'm moving out of right now, that house was basically a workshop. We had no living area, just workshop area. And it got to the point where the projects started getting up to the couch, and I'll sit on the couch and I'm working on stuff. It's ridiculous. So, you know. But this is Mr. Rob Burke, my boss. This is Lunar Lander. We got it, and I left it run for a couple hours, and the board had a problem. So I ended up replacing some 191 counters, and we got it back. We got it back running. I rebuilt the monitor and recapped it. But I also have a Lunar Lander. Mine has the white on the inside. Haven't seen too many with the white on the inside. Anyways, that's pretty decent. It needs some touch up. But over here is my buddy Tony. See, this is his area, and he's the pinball expert. He knows all the stuff that I don't know about pinball. And that's his workbench. Look how clean his workbench is. Look how clean that is. Well, anyways, there's one more guy that works here. Johnny B. Bad. This is his area, and he is an expert at. He's also training a guy, but he's an expert at all this electromechanical stuff. I mean, it's not that I can't do it. I just don't have the drive or the interest or the want to do it. I don't want to touch this stuff. But he tears these things apart and totally restores them. Here's another old guy. Look at this guy. See, Rob, he has a passion for these older stuff, kind of like I'm obsessed with these videos. But oh, here, let me show you my messy area. I'm gonna go over here. Look at this. Yeah, that's the Punch Out marquee. That's an old Big Blue.
Keep adding more and more tables together.
I know. I keep adding more tables and finding more ways to cover it with garbage. Right here's my test rig. There's a little JAMA plug there, and the adapter goes to that. You know, but my desoldering. There's my other desoldering gun. I bought this Tenma, and I think it's garbage. It works great when it works, but when does it work? I keep buying these guns, and the last gun caught fire, and this gun got overheated and then died. So I don't know what's going on. And these soldering irons don't last long. I hate it. And you know what? In this old antique pace, it's running great, and you know, I love it. I hope I can find the parts for this when this ever dies. But here's some Zookeeper side art. I spray everything with the automotive sprayer. No, let me show you the paint booth. This ended up becoming a tour video. I'm gonna walk over here. Now, the show. I'm bringing some games to the show. Our show. It's gonna be in Illinois. And here is my wife trying to clean up before I video. This is the last thing I stenciled. I took off all the stencils and threw it in the ground. Multiple layers of paint for multiple things being painted in here. But these are some of the games I'm taking to the show. I really don't want to take really nice stuff, so I'm taking some of the junk because I'm afraid someone's gonna scratch it up and whatever. There's an old Monaco GP. There's a Popeye, Mario Brothers wide body, Enigma 2. This is cool. I think I'm the second owner of one of these on the cloth. Either people just don't care about it, or there isn't many out there. But this one's in great shape. All I did was magic sponge this thing, and I'm like, wow, leave it alone. I could probably paint this right here. Looks like it was galvanized, but I guess I'm gonna paint it black. There's my Mad Planets. It's got the wrong spinner knob, of course. I mean, I put it together with the parts I had. Obviously, it has a Galaga, a Galaga bezel in it. Because that's the closest thing I had that looked like a Mad Planet. So it kind of looks like it goes, right? But Cosmic Alien, that's going to be there. That's a rare one. I really love the artwork on this. Vanguard, I took this out of storage. It still works. Somehow the T-molding shrunk off the cabinet. So, whatever. You know, it's just filler for the show. Galaxian. There's my baby pack. I bought this off of Rob. I put a new overlay on it and whatever. I think I put orange buttons there. I kind of liked them. Here's my tapper. I paid $75 for this tapper. $75. Not now. Nowadays, you'd be getting a couple grand plus for a tapper. There's my Tutankhamun. That was a total restore. Someone converted it to a football game. But yeah, I got those side. I think that cider came from this old game. What? Oh, there's my ice cold beer. I don't know if you can see it back there. There's my fire escape. I re-stenciled the fire escape, and now someone sells a stencil for it. It was a nightmare tracing that out. Oh well. But just some more filler. That is going. This stuff's going to show. It's too dark in here. Anybody remember these? I've seen this. It was like 75 bucks. I had to get it. It's too dark in here for you to really see it. But you remember those things with either the Flintstones or had the chicken and the egg would come out? I remember that when I was a kid, begging for a quarter to get a stupid egg. So I had to get it when I seen it. But really can't. There's a slick shot that's going to the show. There's my punch out with the bezel out. I gotta put the glass back in for the centipede. This was a perfect centipede, but I had it in my house and the ceiling leaked, and it leaked all across the back of the cabinet and swollen the very top and ruined the marquee. It separated the silk screen. So oh well, I had a perfect centipede. It makes me sick. But oh well. There's a phoenix. There's a cliffhanger. Those are hard to find. These are just some of the games I'm taking to the show here. There's a Pac-Mania, Pac-Man, a super pack. It's buried in there. There's a pole position. But these are some of the games. I'm going to bring like maybe 10 more games. 10 of like, more desirable games. Or sought after games. But I'm kind of nervous about bringing anything to the show. Because I don't want anybody's belt buckles. And not everybody cares about this stuff like I do. And you do if you're probably watching this video. I've taken games to shows before. I took 30 games to the Ohio Pinball Show, and I sat there and watched people bang on them and stuff, and it makes me sick. So, but okay, this is my unpaid day. I'm taking this day, and looks like I'm gonna have to start painting here soon. So I will let you go.